அடுத்ததாக டாக்டர் சிவசுப்ரமணியம் சிவப்பிரியன் அவர்களை வரவேற்கிறேன்.
Good afternoon, everybody, and I'm Dr. Sivapriyan, and I was asked by Dr. Pulo to come and give a brief idea about the current proposal we have for a diabetes center in Jaffna, in Mulai in particular. So as you will probably know, 1 in 5 people in Jaffna or even Sri Lanka has diabetes, and there are a lot of people also have family history as well. In relation to our project, we have selected a very basic care that we need to provide for the diabetic population in Sri Lanka. So for these purposes and for this project, I think we have to concentrate on very basic care needs that we should be able to provide with the minimum cost to our diabetic patients in Jaffna. And that should start with advice in regards to what sort of exercises they have to do, and dietary changes, and also basic blood pressure checks and cholesterol check, and the diabetes screening, and also HbA1c, and then eye care, and I will probably elaborate on that further on that, and also basic food care. So in relation to this, for our project, we are hoping to set up a diabetes clinic in Mulai, and there has been some progress in that already, and as you are probably aware that there is a refurbishment happened in early last year, and we have got facilities for that. And as a venture, we are hoping to have this community-based holistic healthcare center with some public and private partnership with it. What are the benefits people will benefit from this project? And Mulai has the potential to save about nearly 200,000 population, and they will also provide a lot of easy access to people who live in Karanagar and Wattukotai, and also possibly because the clinic is nearby, it should improve the compliance as well. And also we will be able to use this opportunity as a screening center as well. And there should be facilities, and we hope to provide some teaching and training for the public, and also for the medical students and healthcare assistants. As I mentioned, hopefully this is going to be our first community diabetes clinic in Mulai, but we are hoping to extend that to other places as well in the future. As part of this, I think Shankar has done some work and found that we will be able to think about providing a retinoscope with a view to provide some retinal screening. And the cost is quoted there on the slide, and as you can probably see, it's not that costly, but with that we can also remotely screen some of the diabetic eyes from here. So there is possibility for us to take this further sooner rather than later. And the cost analytics also has been done by Shankar. And so what we have already available in Mulai, as I mentioned, is there is already specialist doctors visiting, but I think we should hopefully try and get some more help from some diabetes specialists as well. Hopefully my friend Aravindan, he's a classmate of mine, and I'm hoping he will be able to support this as well. And we already have some other services running, but hopefully we can also get other charities involved with this project, and this will also provide some job opportunities for the local people as well. And this will hopefully improve the local area, and even more attract more tourism locally there. And we are hoping to replicate that in other parts of the country as well. There are challenges. Obviously, there are a lot of infrastructure work we have to do, especially around the IT structure, documentation, and consistency of the project, and who will be able to support. I think these are the challenges we will have to undergo. And also, I think you will probably gather that a lot of people like to go and see a specialist in Jaffna rather than seeing anybody locally in Mulai. So that will be another kind of attitude change, which will be sometimes difficult to change. And also, I think it's important for us to collaborate with the other charities, and then we will have the barriers where every charity will have different agenda and priorities. So that's all I want to say, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Sivapriyan is a president of the North Thames MIOT. If you look at the structure of the MIOT, we have regions. In London, of course, we got two regions, North Thames and South Thames, that covers the whole of London. So there's a reason for this linking ELTHAM Deep to MIOT. Many of the MIOT members are the shareholders here. And most of them, they are well-to-do people. They can do things. I mean financially and morally and economically, they can do everything. So the plan we are doing, we took Moolai project already last year. This one, Kurukal Madam, we helped to build that center. There's a small charity in Eastern Province. They started, and when they were struggling, MIOT helped to finish a building. And there's a combined clinic going on diabetics. So I thought of having a parallel one in Moolai. Moolai also, one of our members donated a large sum of money to put the building. Now the action is needed. So we approached Sivapriyan. He's in the position to lead North Thames MIOT. With that, South Thames also joined, and we can take this forward.
நன்றி டாக்டர் சிவப்பிரியன், டாக்டர் பூலோ. அடுத்ததாக டாக்டர் புவி நிர்மலன் அவர்களை அழைக்கிறேன்.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm one of the directors of the ELTHAM Deep and the chairman of the South Thames MIOT, and also social secretary of the MIOT Central Committee as well. And we are hoping to, the initial aim of the ELTHAM Deep when we formed, which means the ELTHAM, which is a shortened form for, we formed it as ELTHAM Deep, is to support the local projects and bring the communities together. And one of the things which we are suggesting is building a Portakabin holistic care center, and which I'm going to just give a brief introduction regarding what the Portakabin is about. The holistic care center means it's treating the whole person, mainly considering the physical, emotional, social, and spiritual needs of the person, and treating the person as a whole. There is a need in the Tamil community for a good project of the whole holistic care center, which is treating the people as a whole and caring the people as a whole, encompassing physical well-being with the spiritual and emotional needs, and getting the community, whole community involved in the project.
Now, just there's a good project. There's a need analysis based on why there's a good project. It's a holistic care center because the holistic care is an important thing, component, just encompassing all part of healthcare, which is including. We'll go through each one of them, and caring people as a whole, physical well-being, spirituals, and socioeconomic parts of it, and treating the patients as a whole. Investments and getting involved in the community enhancement projects, and long-term perspective of the caring and healing of the patients and people's service. So he's going to be talking about long-term care.
It's mainly where the MIOT can get into, and mainly getting the doctors from the MIOT to hold the clinics, which the MIOT is obviously a charitable organization, and prioritizing mainly on the long-term condition and management, especially diabetic, cardiac, CVD, and asthma and COPD. MIOT has been a charitable organization for more than 30 years, and we have been helping the local community with their care needs, mainly in the temples. And we have been holding normal clinics. And there's a good opportunity for using the Portakabin and holding the local clinics to help the local communities in this area.
The second after the long-term physical conditions, and what we're addressing about the emotional aspect, psychological parts of it, which is a lot of things. We got a lot of community members with the PTSD, post-traumatic disorder because of the war and things, and then we need counseling. And offer counseling in our own language, Tamil language, catered towards the Tamil peoples. We got a lot of consultants, including Dr. Sri Kumar, to all the others. They are willing to contribute and issue their mental health parts of their, address the mental health parts. So one-to-one personalized care. And along with this one, we can offer family and social counseling, which is rather important because, in this country, stress is very important. Just, there's really a lot of stress, and families are drifting apart. So counseling for the socials and family counseling is an essential part of it, and which also we can, a lot of Tamil, the counselors are disenfranchised throughout the whole London, so we can bring them in here, and we can offer the same service as well. And there's a lot of economic opportunities to empower the future generations. So what we have is, we are all, most of us here, in 50s or 40s plus. And the youth is our future. When we talk about Tamil, the future generation is the one that we had to really start thinking about. Our life is going to be another 20, 30 years' time. So empowering the youth with proper educational seminars and things we can offer. Here in this place, during the weekdays, we can offer seminars and courses, as well as in the center, and training and coaching, as well as the employment opportunities. The employment opportunities will be coming in after the Port Capitan's health centers are established, also during the course of it, as well as during the educationals and training coachings from our fellow doctors and other sectors, IT to different sectors. Now he's talking about spiritual part of it.
Spiritual part of it is quite important. We yoga and meditation, and we can have yoga classes in the porta cabins where people could attend, and meditation, and which is obviously quite important to improve the spiritual aspect of the health.
So MIOT and ELTHAM joint venture. Why it's a joint venture is more important. Joined together, we got strength. And if you split apart, remember the story, given 5 sticks to the 5 kids, and they were each breaking it apart. And the father joined the 5 sticks and give it to the 1 kid. It was very difficult to break it. So joined together, MIOT is a ELTHAM, we can really build strength to strength. ELTHAM has infrastructure and financial resources. Thanks to Sivasundram and the elite people in the business community, they have the business acumen, which most of the medical sector peoples, we don't have it. And we can tap into that and grow with them. And what MIOT can offer, expertise in healthcare, financials and technical resources we have, plenty of doctors. If you look at the Tamil community, every household have 1 or 2 young doctors emerging throughout the whole London. Not just London, Birmingham, Wales, and all over the UK. Not only here, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, and Scandinavian countries also. There are a lot of professionals are coming. Just we think about just on the medical side of it. We got elite IT people, and there are elite professionals in the engineering sector also. We can tap to all of them to bring into the resources, and then bring their teaching and then expertise together, offer better chances and things. The cost analysis is affordable. It's not very expensive. Porta cabins are cheaper, and if anyone lives here in the Croydon area, Morden, or in the Merton areas, you know that there's a cricket green porta cabin center, which was operated for many years. And then it's very cheap to run it. Now there's East London, there are 2 GP practices, they need to be rebuilt. The NHS England just offering 1 on top of each other, 2 porta cabins, temporary basis for the next 5 years until they have built up a proper center. Feasibility, we got a land behind there. At the moment that being used for the Mazda parking cars. And we got a beautiful land right there. Thanks to Sivasundram, just that he has made it so beautiful. And then I couldn't believe it in my eyes. And sustainability, how we can sustain it. just is private-public partnerships. It's just we bring the patients in. A lot of Tamil patients, they want Tamil doctors to see. They want Tamil doctors to talk in Tamil language. There's a barrier. There's a need there, we can fill it. Yeah. Now he's going to do SWOT analysis.
Start a project, we need to consider the SWOT, which means the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And if you're happy with it, and before forming the things, strengths, obviously, there's a large number of Tamil academics and business associates in this country. There's a cooperative establishment, which is the ELTHAM Leap. There's a long-standing, reputable professional charity organization, which is MIOT. And there's a community which is hoping to support, and different regions of the MIOT are hoping to support. Community organization support, and committed first generation of Tamils, which we are, and intellectually advanced and financially secure second and third generation. The weakness of the things is obviously we have lack of confidence in forming a new projects. There's a poor business acumen and lack of drive. The opportunities are, we have considered all the opportunities living in a first world with established academically and financially, which the bodies, and all the benefits which the Porter cabin can bring to the community, and for treating in different ways. The threat of not forming these things at this stage is which is going to be a loss of identity as Tamils of the future in the UK. And second generation and third generation, because we in fact want to preserve our identity for the second and third generation to carry on.
Okay, thank you. I know Dr. Puvi that we work together in MIOT as a foreign, the liaison officer, secretary, or whatever it is. And I welcome to the future of the healthcare for Tamils. Just if you look at, the Tamils, and Tamils are being categorized as the Asian Jews. And how the Jews works, combine their resources, and everyone pitch together and build up their society in a large, successful, and stronger community. Not only in North America, but also in UK and any of the other ones. And we have the same culture. If Jews created the first bank in the world, we have Tutu, which is the same thing in Asian countries, which was created long time before Jews created the first bank. So we got avenues and strength and the brain activities and also tenacity to come here to this country to progress from scratch to the professional levels to successfully live a life. I would suggest this is a wonderful opportunity, and this is a porta cabin in the Midlands. You will see the real porta cabins. It's not the fake ones. Just it is established and running in the Midlands. The opportunities are beautiful. As soon as people came in this morning, we had about £14,000 we raised. People start buying shares, including myself. I bought few shares. Why? Because I see opportunity. The share price is going to go up after the next AGM. At the moment, if we are offering, ELTHAM Leap is offering properly just same share levels. So in fact, the ELTHAM Leap's shares has doubled in value. So this opportunity, please take hold of it and then just join with us as professionals and families of Tamils. I'm proud to be Tamil. And Tamil means just Tamila. You have to be proud, and I'm glad to see all of you here. And Dr. Puvi and all of us from MIOT, we love to work with ELTHAM Leap and rest of the community members. Okay?
நன்றி டாக்டர் நிர்மலன், டாக்டர் சங்கர்.